The UFC is finally back. The violence is finally back. UFC 311 in about a week. Not this weekend, the next weekend, because we got the fight night coming up this weekend. But finally, we're going to break down UFC 311. Let's get right into it. We're going to break down the full card and look at it, because this is a great card. And finally, I know everyone has been feeling that itch without the fights. Let's go right to it, all the way at the bottom. Is this the bottom? Is this the very first fight? Let's break it down nice and simple. We'll really go heavy on the one to the top, but start right at the bottom. Okay. I'm going to try to pronounce them all as best I can. Tagir Ulanbekov versus Clayton Carpenter. Okay, so off the rip. Whenever you gotta, sometimes when you don't know the matchups, you gotta look at the countries. We got the Russian versus the person from America. This white guy versus the Russian Ulanbekov. We locking in the Russian 10 out of 10. Feel me? We're going with Ulanbekov for the first one. Gotta stick with the Russians against the Americans when it comes to stuff like matchups like that. Okay, Ricky Turcos versus Bernard Sopaj. Okay, I heard of Bernard Sopaj. I've seen Ricky fight before, and I heard that this guy's alright. They both coming out for loss. Records are somewhat similar. Ricky has more height, more reach. I think that for this one, we'll go with Ricky. Just to get the underdog play. He has the better reach. He has the jiu-jitsu. But he could probably absolutely get smoked. But we'll go with Richie just to switch it up for me. Ryanya Takamura versus Minu Grofov. The Japanese versus the Tajikistan. Alright, the Japanese is big odds too, so let's look at the stats real quick. Because 9-0 undefeated Japanese anime fighter versus the 18-16 Gurafog from Tajikistan. Okay, see, if he's 18-6 and he's from one of the stands, he's obviously not locked for me. All the stands have 1 to 2 losses or undefeated. So if he has 6 losses, he's not one of them. Versus the Japanese undefeated anime fighter for me, we're going with the anime fighter. We're locking in Rinya against Gufrov. For me, we've got to stick with the anime. Eileen Perez, if I'm not mistaken, we know who that is, versus Carla Rosa. And if we gotta lock in Eileen Perez 100%, 10 out of 10 as well. Underdog play as well. Let's lock that in. Boom, Eileen Perez. Now to end out the early prelims. Grant Dawson versus Diego Ferreira. Okay, Grant Dawson is actually nice, and he's a prospect. Got finished quick by Bobby Green, but that happens for me. So we're locking in Grant Dawson 100%. I mean, look at Diego Ferreira. Just look at his face for me. The kid is dusty. We're locking in Grant Dawson. Moving on to the next section of the card. Zachary Reese. Ooh, this actually might be a decent fight. Zachary Reese versus Cedric Dumas. I'm gonna go with Zachary Reese because it's both gonna be a matchup on the feet. They're both tall, rangy, can strike, but Zachary seems more on time and he seems more sharper on the feet, more disciplined overall when it comes to that. Cedric could catch him too. He does have some power on the feet, and for me, but we're going with Zachary Reese 100% for me. This will be a good fight as well. I expect this to be a finish as well. We're going with Jailton Almeida versus this is a decent fight. Almeida versus Spivak. Okay, so Almeida, we already know that Almeida is one of the most boring. We saw the fight against Derek Lewis with Almeida and Derek Lewis, and it was terrible. The MMA community, the world, was so happy when Curtis Blades absolutely starched him on that takedown and just hammer-fisted the side of his head until it was a TKO Yasef flip with Jailton Almeida. Honestly, his grappling is really good. His jiu-jitsu, getting good positions, but we locking in Sergey Spivak because we don't want to see Almeida. This is not what we want to see for me. We want Spivak to go in there and Sergey Spivak finish him, feel me? That's what we want. We locking in Sergey, feel me, to get nice and gritty in there on Jailton Almeida and just absolutely destroy him. That's what we locking in, Sergey Spivak. Peyton Talbot, another prospect up and coming versus Barcelos. Okay. Barcelos is older. Talbot is an absolute beast of a prospect for me. He destroyed Cameron Simon in all of his fights for me. And the last fight, I forgot the guy's name. He first 20, 30 seconds, one jab, boom, straight right hand down the middle, finish. Ground and pound, one quick finish. Didn't even have to. Could have just walked off for me. We're locking in Payne Talbot hands down for me. Without a shadow of a doubt, Payne Talbot. Johnny Walker versus Bogdan Guskov. Let's be real. The odds are close because, you know, Johnny Walker is tall, he's explosive, he's strong, athletic, but technically as a fighter, and if Guskov could really connect something clean, Johnny Walker's gonna get knocked out again, without a doubt for me. But Walker could absolutely, he could, you know, turn around and get a dub here, but we're going with what's this guy's name? We're going to Bogdan hands down. Walker is probably gonna get finished again for me. His last fight they got finished in was pretty bad. Oh, this fight, this card is aight. That was the prelims, and now we're getting into the main card. This card got some fights. I can't even lie. Decent card so far. Okay. Kevin Holland versus Reindeer the Riddler. Riddler versus Kevin Holland. This Renier Diddler guy is supposed to be like a champion. I forgot what organization, and he had a fight in the Contender Series that I forgot what it was about it. That it was like, I know he finished the guy, he won the guy. I don't know if he finished him, but I know he won. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think if Kevin Holland could truly lock in, and this is at 185 as well, right? Yeah. If Kevin Holland could lock in and be like, yo, I'm not about to lose to this Renner Diddler guy for me. I'm about to cook him up on the feet, show him what the UFC is really about. But, for me, this guy is 18-2. He was a champion, 6'4". Kevin's going to have the more reach, but they're going to be the same height, or he's going to be taller by an inch. But I can't even lie. I'm locking in Holland. I'm locking in Holland for this one because this Rain Diddler guy he just looks, I don't know. There's something about him. I don't know. I don't like how he looks for me. And Kevin's a beast for me. I like Kevin. He's been in the UFC a lot. He shows up. He comes in the clutch. Go with Kevin Holland. Yuri Prochazka versus Jamal Hill. These next fights are all bangers. This card is fire. I can't even lie. I didn't even realize. Yuri Prochazka versus Jamal Hill. This is going to be such a good fight. And let me not say that, because actually it could be a good fight for me. I just hope Yuri really locks in for me. And it's just his style. If you want to keep it simple, the odds are close. But the truth is, Jamal is the cleaner striker on the feet. And Jamal has power. He could put people out. And Yuri does get hit. Excuse me. Bussin'. Yuri does get hit, but Yuri's a finisher as well. He's extremely orthodox. So I feel like it's who can really implement their game. I can easily see Jamal catching him on the feet, finishing him, or TKO, or... But then again, I can see Yuri getting a crazy finish, spinning elbow, a knee, something, mixing it up, a strike, mixing up, clinch, elbow, takedown. It's going to be a good fight no matter what happens. I think this will be a finish too. This is 3 rounds as well. 3 rounds, so it could be a decision, but I honestly think we're going to see a finish because Jamal has so much hatred inside him right now for losing to Alex, and then the whole world is absolutely against him now because of the way he's moving, and he's trying to press Alex in the boxing gym, and then Alex throws him gloves. He doesn't even take the gloves. Jamal has been a walking L for me, a literal walking L. So he's gonna have so much hatred and passion to come back and win and try to get to that Pereira fight again. But I can't even lie. Yuri, the Samurai, we're locking in Yuri Prochazka to finish Jamahal Hill by TKO or KO for me. And it could even be submission, because Yuri's a finisher in all rounds. We're going Yuri Prochazka. On to the next fight. Yo, this card is good. Benoit. Beneil Dariush. I'm over here looking at these names. Beneil Dariush versus Renato Money Moicano. This is a good fight too, honestly. I understand Beneil's been he got finished by Oliveira and Arman in his last 2 fights, but Beneil's a beast, feel me? I understand the fans is UFC and MMA fighting sports, combat sports in general is what have you done for me lately, feel me? A guy could be doing great, he does bad his last fight, oh, he's washed, or, you know. That's how the fans are very, very fickle, but I'm not, for me. I could be at times. I know that Beneil is a beast. Absolutely good grappling as well. And Moicano is just... The thing with Moicano is he has so much momentum behind him. The price of Bitcoin is running with Moicano. That's why the price of Bitcoin is so high. Because Moicano is still up. He's advertising. He's one of the main advertisers. Moicano cannot lose. Feel me? Honestly, I feel like, you know, I never try to pick fights looking at the odds, because I'm not going to pick someone because they have a good price tag to them when I feel like the other guy is going to hands down win or has a better shot of winning. But Beneil at 190, when I already feel like he can easily win this fight because his jiu-jitsu is just as good as Renato. People don't know. Benoit's jiu-jitsu is money. And Benoit on the feet is clean as well. Renato is not like the cleanest striker. We saw what happened against Jalen Turner. And Jalen Turner just baited for me. But Benoit's... I keep on saying Benoit. Beneil's striking is decent for me. So I feel like on the feet, Beneil can actually crack him, and then Renato will obviously want to take him down, but Beneil could grapple as well. I don't know. As of right now, smart money as well, I want to say Beneil, but I don't know. Then this is where momentum comes into play, because Moicano's on a win streak. He has the crazy momentum. He's showing up. He's winning in nice, good fashions, and he's getting on the mic. He's doing good all around, while Beneil has been taking finish losses back to back, and he's not really doing much. Damn. Honestly, I feel like Dariush is gonna win this fight, but I'm a fan of Moicano. And I want Moicano to keep on winning, because I like to see Moicano, and I like to see him on the mic, and he's smart, and I like that he's locked in with the financials and all that stuff, because I'm interested in all that stuff as well. So we're going with Renato Money Moicano for the co-main event. Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. I'm going to try to keep these more simple but more analytical. Merab, his game plan is wrestling. Cardio, wrestling, mixing up the strikes and faking an always non-stop movement. Compared to, the Daggies, the Russians, these guys, we have to stop lying to ourselves. These Russians are the best, hands down. It's crazy, especially this family, this group, this team. Umar started off as a striker. He has great taekwondo striking, great striking overall, kickboxing, whatever you want to call it. And, of course, he can wrestle, feel me? So, I don't think Merab's going to necessarily out-grapple Umar, feel me? And, of course, that's his game plan. That's what he's going to try to go for. But Umar, I feel like, can wrestle with Merab, and Umar is that much better on the feet, feel me? And since their heights are more similar, it's not going to be like probably as awkward as a difference between O'Malley trying to strike him is literally Umar Merab. Let's look at the stats. Similar height is gonna be and then Umar is a little taller, where it could probably be benefit. Feel me? That they're similar heights, but he's a little bit taller. He'll have that little bit extra reach, and he has 68 inches to 69 inch of reach. That's nothing, but Umar has an advantage as that as well. I feel like Umar's gonna have so much confidence, and honestly, Khabib as a coach is like a cheat code. It genuinely is. It's like, I have to go with Umar. I think Umar is gonna beat Merab, and of course, Merab could win. Merab is slept on. For me, Merab is really nice, but Umar is nasty. I feel like Umar can wrestle with him. Umar is gonna outstrike him unless Merab does something to prevent that. But Umar's the better striker. He's the better overall mixed martial artist, and we're going with Umar. I don't necessarily think for sure that'll be a finish, but it can easily be a finish for me. And yeah, I don't want to lock at any specifics, just money line Umar hands down. If you want to get specific, you could go certain rounds or by finish. Look, 18-0, but Merab could show up. I can't even lie, Merab could show up and win this, but I'm going with Umar. Now for the main event of the evening, Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan, however you say it. Nice and simple. This is gonna be a pure MMA fight. The first fight they had was great. Islam is the pound for pound #1 fighter right now, hands down. He is so nice. Obviously, Arman could win. Anyone could win on any given night, but I don't see anyone beating Islam. That simple. I think Islam retains the belt and he can finish Arman. Decision Arman. I think if the same submission positions that Oliveira was in against Arman, if Islam is there, it's over. Let's be real. It's over. Islam to keep the belt. I hope y'all enjoy the video. I hope y'all enjoy the card. Enjoy the violence. It's 2025 and we're back. We're finally back. The Fiends have been itching for some violence in the cage and we're back. We got a fight night coming up this weekend.